Hey everybody, it's Gary here, back at Gary's Practical Workshop. I don't know if you remember, and I don't know if many of you looked, but I don't think I had that many views on it, but I thought it might be helpful. This goes back to the BMW sat-nav system. Now, it is a little bit strange in the way they've done it. That's just my opinion. There is a cradle which mounts on the GS, which is totally different to the RT. Now, the RT has it all inbuilt into the dash. I'm sure many of you know that. The GS, and I believe the RS, is slightly different. It has something called, I believe it's called a sat-nav prep mount, which in turn holds either something like the Navigator 6, the Navigator 5, which has got BMW on it, but it's by Garmin. And recently they've brought out the Connect Ride, which is, I believe, a new version. I've not got any experience with that one, so I don't know. What I can tell you is I have had some major problems. Now, I don't think it's necessarily the bike, I don't think it's necessarily the design, but something caught me out. And if you get this is just a little sort of note as to what it is if you get this situation, and it really rings round me because I couldn't work out what it was. I did get some help from BMW. I spoke to a very helpful lass in the North Lincolnshire branch, and she tested it on a bike, and we found that the cradle which holds the mobile phone was working, and what's more, it was charging my phone. So going by that, it made me think that if it's not the cradle that holds the mobile phone, then it's either the prep mount which holds the cradle which holds the mobile phone, or the bike. And I couldn't understand what was going on, so I took the decision to start looking elsewhere for another prep mount unit, and I managed to find one. And there's a company called James Sherlock. I believe they're bike breakers. They just couldn't help me more. Absolutely brilliant. The following day, the box was here. What sort of service is that? Absolutely brilliant. So big shout out to them. So if you need any bits of BMWs, do have a look at James Sherlock bike breakers. They are on eBay, but they're also a shop. So do have a look. Anyway, going back, the box came through the following day, and I mounted it. And I mounted it on the bike, and now I'm going to show you what was happening with the old prep mount in relation to the one that's come through on it came through yesterday, and I've mounted it. Well, we checked it first, mounted it, everything seems to be tickety-boo. So let me change cameras and I'll be back in a minute. Right, as you can see, there's the actual prep mount in the middle of the bike, just below the screen. So I'm going to take you off the pod and we're going to go for a little walkabout. So here's the thing, the prep mount which turns out to be suspect, is this one. And if you look here, there's two leads. Now that came from a GS. I think it was a 2019 GS. So you would have thought that this would work on a GS. Now that may well be the case, but it doesn't work on this particular GS. Now there's two leads here. This lead, if you can see that, I'm going to see if I can get a close-up of that. That lead plugs in to the loom, and there is a little plug, and I'll show you where that is. Just down inside here, for those of you that don't know, tucked in there. Now this lead, which goes into the loom, that one, And there's another one here with a blanking plug, and I don't know what that one's for. I've got no idea. So maybe if any of you guys know what that one's for, do put a comment down below, because I'm very interested as to whether this is the right prep mount for this particular bike. And what makes me think it could be the wrong one, or it could be faulty, is the fact that when you put the cradle mount on here, this one, and this one has been checked, this one's fine, and the one on the bike is fine. This one and the other one, and I believe all of them, they have this little LED here. I don't know if you can see that in the light. It's a little LED, and that should be constant to say the phone is charging. When we tested it at BMW with a young lass who was the manager there, I believe, called Jess, who was extremely helpful, it was working. So we know that this cradle that came with this one was working. And as I said earlier, it either had to be something faulty with this one, or it was the bike. I had a hard job believing it was the bike. I did use the 911 tester. Now, for those of you guys that are not familiar with it, it is an amazing piece of kit which allows you to do a lot of diagnostics, but that's for another video. And there was no faults on the bike. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that the bike has not got a problem to see this device. But let's go back to the bike. Now, looking at that now, I'm going to go and get the keys. Keys are on the saddle so that it picks up on the sensor so we can unlock the steering. I'm going to see if I can move you on the other side actually. So I'm now going to take the shield off. Might need two hands to do that. There it is. One of the things I did try is to clean all these contacts off. But this is number 2 prep mount. This is the second one. It's been wired in, but I haven't finished the whole tidying up project. But let me show you what I mean. That's, I'm hoping, if we can get this on the camera. Just bear with me a tick, guys. Right, folks, I've had to use the GoPro on this because my phone, which I have been using to do the previous shots, is now going to go into the cradle. So bear with me. I'm going to see if I can mount you somewhere so you can see it on the GoPro. So here, I'm going to put the cradle on. It clips in. When you're at a click, you know it's home. Mount the phone. That all looks tickety-boo. So that's all as it should be. I'm going to turn the ignition on. You can see there that the phone has started to charge, and this is the important thing. This is the reason for making this video. This green light here on the other cradle, phone cradle, it was flashing. And this is the cradle we took to BMW that was tested, and it's like this, constant green. So we know that cradle's all right. And the second cradle that came with the second prep mount, which this mounts into, that one's working as well. It's not the bike, because otherwise it wouldn't be working now. So it's got to be the prep cradle, if I can remember everything, which was bought first of all. And that one looks as if it's suspect. Let's go into the phone. Go into Nav Ride. Well, BMW Make Life a Ride app. And if I go to this button, I had to just move the WYSI wheel because it went straight into nav. The idea of going to that one, going to this one, is to change from TFT to nav. And this was not there before. Tell a lie, it was there, but until you started the engine, and when you started the engine, those two icons, TFT and nav, disappeared. I can now change to those, and if you look at the nav on the phone, or the app I should say on the phone, you can see I've got everything I need, which is brilliant. Now that's how it should have been when I bought the first Prep Mount. Now I still don't know what's wrong with that Prep Mount, and I'm pretty sure that is the problem. So two things really. One, if you get a flashing light here, it's probably if I can get the word out, probably the Prep Mount and not the cradle. As it is now, it's constant and it is charging, and you can tell that if you come up the app, it'll tell you on the phone that it's charging. So that's it really. Anybody's got any ideas, anybody that's got any suggestions or experienced anything like this with a flashing green LED here, do pop in the comments down below how you managed to sort it out and what you found, because I'm very interested in how this green light affects the charging, and also why it should turn off these two icons on the TFT screen. Now it's a bit noisy now because I'm going to start the engine. Let's move that out of the way. But those two icons before would disappear. Now they'll stay there. And I've still got control of accessing either the TFT screen or the rider app on the phone, which is brilliant, and that's obviously how it should be. Also notice the green light is constant, as it should be. Just kill the engine, it's a bit noisy, and I don't know whether you got my voice over that noise, but that's where we are. As I said, let's do a piece to cam. As I said, anybody that's got any ideas with this, do drop some comments down below. Drop me some messages if you like, please do. I welcome everything, because I'm still learning about this bike. I think it's an incredible bike, but there's a lot of electronics on it, a lot of computerized system, so I need to learn as much as I can in order to get the best out of it. So that's me, Gary at Gary's Practical Workshop, signing out, and I will be back soon. Bye for now.